Well, it's hard to believe, but it's time for my 4-year owner review for my Indian Roadmaster. So stay tuned. I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like about my Indian Roadmaster. Let me give you a quick walk around and then I'll continue. So I've owned, I think, 19 motorcycles and 50 years of riding. And this overall is my favorite motorcycle. And I've set a record with it. This is the second longest period of time I've ever owned a single motorcycle. My record is my Harley Road Glide. I had a Harley Road Glide for 6 years. I've now owned this one for 4 years. But I put way more miles on this bike in 4 years than I did the Harley in 6. I have 58,000 miles on this motorcycle in 4 years. I thought I'd break the 60,000 mile mark, but I didn't quite do it. So 58,000 trouble-free miles. The motor still runs like it did the day that I bought it. I mean, it pulls hard, runs great. Of course, I bought this bike for all the reasons you would buy a motorcycle. Number one, style. I like the way it looks for a big, heavy, gaudy touring bike. I think it looks good. And then there's comfort. If you ride a touring bike, you want it to be comfortable. Incredible suspension. I love the rear shock. It's an air shock made by Fox. I love the electric windshield. I raise it and lower it all throughout a ride. Features like the heated grips, heated seat, tire pressure monitoring system, remote locking luggage, quick release docking hardware came on it. If I want to pop the trunk off, unplug the wiring harness, flip a couple of levers, and it comes off in literally less than a minute. So it's been a great bike. I haven't done too much to it. I did change out the headlight bezel to a color match. I still have the chrome one. The plastic chrome that went across here began to peel. I just removed it. Have some highway pegs I put on it from time to time. Of course, I added the grips. The leather heat shield, the tab performance exhaust pipes with the zombie baffles. I love them. Well, they're loud, but it sounds great. Let me fire it up here for just a second and let you hear it. Make sure the radio's off. I'm sure the camera didn't do that justice, but style, comfort, features, so far it's been very dependable. Fit and finish, it's 4 years old and it has some rusty bolts here and let's see, underneath there, just different places where bolts have rusted. Or some of the ones I took a black Sharpie and kind of colored them in. The screen over the speakers rusted, kind of got a little black Sharpie and colored a little bit. I can see a little rust there on the rearview mirrors. Now, I just recently moved to North Carolina, so I lived almost 4 years down on the Texas Gulf Coast, there in the Beaumont, Texas area, where we got a tremendous amount of rainfall. Now, the bike's been garage kept, but I would ride it to the office. It might be sitting on the parking lot in the pouring rain. I'll do all-day rides, sometimes much of it in the pouring rain. But still, I wish the little rust spots weren't there on it. But that's pretty much it as far as fit and finish go. I'm really enjoying the motorcycle. What I don't like, if you've watched any of my other reviews, you've heard me complain about heat management. I don't think Indian does a very good job with heat management. I've even heard that the Indian Challenger that's fully liquid cooled, you still got a lot of heat off that motor. I've ridden the FTR that's fully liquid cooled. A lot of heat comes off that motor. I know everybody's going to say this bike is air cooled, oil cooled, it's just going to be hot. I've owned 6 Harley Davidsons, 3 Indians. This one puts off more heat than any of them. But I have learned in the summertime just to remove my lower fairings. They have redesigned them now. There's an opening in this area that I'm sure lets more cool air through. I know they have rear cylinder deactivation, but that doesn't do you any good when you're running highway speed down the freeway. I expect heat at a red light, but not, you know, running down the freeway. But overall, I really like the bike. Of course, I've had it 4 years. Kind of got fever for something different. Got my bride pulling in the driveway here. I'm really enjoying riding it up here in North Carolina. I'm always trying to get my wife on camera. She's moving super slow. I'll have to catch her when she gets out of the car. She's not the camera hound that I am. She can be camera shy, and I don't know why, but you know, that's just it. Notice almost all of our cars are black. Black motorcycle. My wife has a black car. The family car is black. My white truck's the oddball of the bunch, but let's see if I can get my wife to say hello to my YouTube audience. She may stay hid in the car. Let's see. I can always edit it till she gets that. Here she goes. Say hello to my YouTube channel.
Hello, YouTube channel.
I told them you're kind of camera shy. I have a hard time getting you on the camera. So that may be the last chance for a while I get her on camera, but she does occasionally ride with me a couple of times a year. She used to ride with me a lot, and now we have 4 kids, so she doesn't get to ride with me very often, but she has ridden with me once since we've been up here in North Carolina. So stay tuned. Let's see if I end up trading my Indian for something else. I love Indians. I love Harley Davidsons. I still get Harley fever. Can't really justify having both. For a little brief time I had both, which was great, but if I decide to buy Harley, I probably need to sell or trade in my Indian, and which would be heartbreaking because I would give up things like the electric windshield and that incredible suspension. I mean, the suspension is really, really nice on this bike. So I love it. I've ridden it in 11 states. Never left me on the side of the road, and super comfortable, and just a great motorcycle. So if you like to ride, ride as much as you can, because one day we're all going to be too old to ride.
Be sure to like and